Those in support of the prayer say aye. Those against say nay.
Okay, you know what? Uncle, Daddy, President, say it again. Hello. I'll be starting off the recap with a quick stopover at the upper house, the Senate. Yes, the Senate. First time I listened to everything they have to say in a particular session, and this caught my attention. There was a major concern about security in Nigeria right now, which is a concern to everybody. And the motion was moved that the Nigerian army should have newer, modern equipment, and there should be money allocated for that. It sounded very good because it's very, very good to have that in play. The Senate President now asked, okay, do you guys support this or not? But before then, Adams Oshomole, Comrade Adams Oshomole, raised his hand that he had an addition he would like to make. And this was his addition.
The Senate Committee on Army and Air Force should ensure that we do not only provide more money to the armed forces, that we guide jealously what they use that money to procure. Because under the supervision and oversight of this National Assembly, previous service chiefs diverted money to building universities in their various communities. Those are the kind of resources that should have been used to procure modern technology. And to think that money was being diverted to non-essentials. And as we speak, those institutions are not teaching anything about security. They are just another glorified university. And I believe that if half of those money was used to strengthen NDA in terms of competence of the men, and the rest used to procure modern technology for the armed forces, the armed forces would have been far more competent. Just last year when we were doing the supplementary budget, we saw that the Navy even appropriate money to buy a yacht. That is why the oversight responsibility of this Senate is extremely important, to prevent the armed forces to prioritize in a manner that coincides with what we think the Nigerian Army should be doing.
Very simple. He wanted the House to ensure that there was a committee or whatever in charge to oversee the money that will be given to the military, to ensure that the money will be spent for only that which it was meant to be spent for. Very good, right? Well, I don't think everybody felt that was very good because there was time to vote.
The additional prayer proposed by distinguished Senator Adams Oshomole is to the effect that we should mandate our Senate committees on defense, Navy, Air Force, Army, and other related security agencies to oversight all appropriations to the armed forces to avoid diversion of such monies from procurement of necessary tools to fight insurgents into unnecessary construction of universities in various domains of the armed forces chiefs. This prayer has been seconded. Those in support of the prayer say aye. Those against say nay.
Even the Senate President was confused just as I was confused. And we were like, okay, you know what? Uncle, Daddy, President, say it again.
Let me take it again. The prayer is that all the Senate committees on defense, Navy, Air Force, and Army should immediately oversight and monitor that all appropriations made by this hallowed chamber are not diverted by the service chiefs to construction of universities in their communities, as happened in the past, but rather injected into the purchase of weaponry and technological equipment meant to fight insurgencies. This prayer has been seconded. Those in support of this additional prayer say aye, and those against say nay. Okay, the nays have it.
They still said nay, that should not be added. And I asked the question, goodness gracious, did these guys understand what Comrade Adams Oshomole was asking them to do? So they're saying that no, once we give you monies to buy new pew-pews, that's new, I won't call the name. Somebody calls them pew-pews, I'll call them that, and new boom-booms, that they can use the money to build a university, to build a hospital, to build anything for public good, other than buying equipment for the military. You guys said nay to that? I am wondering. I am suggesting that we get rid of this voice vote thing. Let people vote and have their names added to the pattern of their votes. So we will know, Sir Olele Karo, Umomode of Isoko, something like that, voted no to this, and we'll have it all published. You know, something like that happened in Kenya, and the constituents of some of those reps visited them, not in a very good way. Anyway, they laughed. At the end of that vote, they laughed. And that laughter pained me. Laugh, why? Same way they laughed when the minister of the FCT said this.
The Honorable Minister of State and my humble self, we have not been in office for more than 10 months, 11 months. And to the glory of God, the person is angry that they are praising us. If you don't want, go and yourself in a transformer.
So people laughed. How can somebody say that in public?
Yes.
The woman is even older, right? And what she was saying was not out of place. And you see that publicly, that somebody should go and herself. And people laughed. Whatever Wiki said doesn't bother me. I'm more concerned about the people who laughed and even clapped. Anyway, let's leave that. So while they were even talking about the nay and yay for the pew-pews and the boom-booms for the military, it now made me wonder, you know that only recently they found at Onne about 40-foot container loaded with illicit arms, ammunitions, and so on. Another one was found at the Lagos airport. This one had drones, a lot of things inside. Wow. Well, you know what they're going to be doing with this? I had to find out what eventually will happen to these, since they are called small arms and all that. Well, the idea is that they are going to be destroyed. After all the records have been taken, they will now be destroyed because the National Center for the Control of Small Arms and Light Weapons said they will be destroyed. And I'm wondering, I'm asking, they are saying give the military more modern things and so on. Okay, these are too small for soldiers to work with. What about the police? What about the police? Too small for them too? Okay. What about NassCDC? What about the customs? Can't they work with these things? Why should we destroy them? Am I wrong? So I'm asking, you can contribute down there, that is in the comment section. Tell me, should those weapons be destroyed? Or should we find a way of using them? It's a question. Do you have an answer? A quick recap of something else. We all know that it has been on the front burner since that a committee on security had said that, oh no, we need to have new planes for the president and the VP because the one we have now, it has been over-serviced, they are too old, the fleet is too old, we need new planes and all that. People have been complaining that this is not the time to get a new plane. We're not saying it's not good, but this is not the time. Social media had been agog, people screaming here and there. And then some even said that the Senate President had mentioned that he doesn't care. When the people are hungry, we will get and approve a new plane. The man said, no, I did not say anything like that. Not arguing with him whether he said that or not. What according we or about is this.
It's not good for us to run the Senate by answering people in the social media, because the social media is garbage in, garbage out.
Garbage in, garbage out, all more. And I'm saying you guys better read the temperature of the room by paying attention to what the young people are saying on social media. It makes me wonder if they even see things happening in Kenya. Because Kenya, that big reform you're seeing taking place, basically championed by Gen Zs, who went online and made a lot of noise that sent people running. Like Terry G, we don't run mad. These senior Nigerian and African leaders, these old people know that these children are no longer playing the better. And you shouldn't go about saying things like garbage in, garbage out. Social media is almost. No, I'd rather say pay close attention. Listen attentively, because it will be more than your fifi imagination, the thing that will happen. So pay attention. That's all I can say. Okay, so visiting the house was quite productive. I'm going to be doing it again, and I'll be giving you recaps from there, other places, and from around the world. Till then, I'm Cordelia Okpei.